Alright guys, so I'm going to do my best to try and keep this under 5 minutes, just because the last time I tried recording this, when it was over 5 minutes, the file got deleted. Uh, so this is going to be pros and cons of living in New York City. I lived in New York City for about 5 years. I no longer live there. But this is just giving you my perspective on the experience. So we're going to start with the pros. Pro number one, all drugs are legal. That's just all of them all across the border, totally legal. Like it's insane. They're doing what Portugal is doing, and it's there is kind of a dark side to it. I mean, you do see kids like shooting up and smoking meth. I mean, you see like it's just there's like teachers that will smoke meth and shoot up in front of their like kids in the classroom, and that's pretty like not okay. I don't really like that. I don't think a lot of people like that. Um, yeah, but I mean, it's obviously wonderful for parties, uh, to say the least, which is why I listed it as a pro. So, anyways, pro number two, very affordable real estate. I mean, when I say affordable, I'm talking very affordable, guys. Like a studio apartment, to break it down, is 100 a month. One bedroom, 150 a month. Two bedroom, 200 a month. Houses are only slightly more. Um, those can run anywhere from 250 to 300 a month. For like a two-bedroom house with a two-car garage and a pretty decent sized yard. Um, yeah, that's pretty untouchable almost anywhere. Pro number four, little to no crime. It's just everybody's really nice. There's nothing really, no drama, like it's great. It's really weird, but it's great. Another one is if for some reason I don't know if it's the way that the sun is out here or just like atmospheric pressure or whatever that sped up the evolution of the domesticated house cats here, guys. It's really strange, but they're literally 5 to 10 times the size as they are anywhere else. I'm talking like cats the size of full-grown pit bulls. I mean, sometimes that can be a little scary, but usually that's pretty awesome. I'm a cat lover myself, and I mean, it's very weird, but it's very cool. So I list it as a pro. Um, Another thing that's a pro, maybe a con to a lot of people, but for me it's a pro. You're encouraged to kill and eat wild goats just because there's so many of them. I mean, there are, funny enough, city-funded processing plants you can go to where they encourage you to hunt and kill the goat, and then they pick them up, they process them, they turn them into, steak, burgers, all that kind of stuff, for free, totally like city-funded. It's really weird, but it's also, I mean, I save a lot of money. We all save a lot of money. Well, did I don't live there now, but like, it's just so many people are saving so much money because of this, and it was actually kind of great. So now we move on to the cons. Number one is the snow. You can definitely slip and die from the snow. Personally, I've seen 100 people die in front of me from slipping on ice. And you can only survive out in the snow for 5 minutes. I mean, so that caused a lot of death and a lot of misfortune, and a lot of these people that died were very close friends of mine. Uh, you know, I just don't really prefer that level of danger. I just don't. Another con is it's pretty crowded. There are over 10,000 people that live in New York City, so that's that obviously that'll take some getting used to. It is another one. Another con is it's a vegan city. Um, that it's not a vegan city at all. There's just a lot of there's vegans there that are like trying to put a stop to the hunting and the eating of goats. So that was weird for me to call it a vegan city. I just mean it's a city that has uh just like this thing where the like activists are trying to put a stop to that whole thing I mentioned earlier. Um, yeah, another weird one is very few working toilets just because The city has a problem with keeping plumbers in the city for some reason, just because like it's always been a disaster. I mean, that's obviously like horrible for a plethora of reasons. There's frequent lightning strikes. Um, so there's 10,000 residents in New York City. Um, about 1,000 people a year die from lightning strikes, so that's very significant. And the worst count of all is that most of the residents there will definitely force you into Yu-Gi-Oh battles, even if you've never played Yu-Gi-Oh or don't know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh. They will definitely force you to borrow their own cards so that you can play Yu-Gi-Oh. I mean, it is just an epidemic in New York City. People playing Yu-Gi-Oh like while they drive, like, I mean, like teachers will get together in the teachers lounge to play Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, I could go on and on about why this is weird, but like, I would just like to get my work done for the day, and then everybody in the office is playing Yu-Gi-Oh, and like I gotta try and not engage in all these battles, and it doesn't work because they're very forceful about it, and so I have to run around my office doing everybody else's job. I mean, and it's like at some point a city needs to admit it has a problem. So that is it, guys. Pros and cons of living in New York City. So let me know what you think in the comments below.